Sometimes starting over isn't the hardest part. It's holding on to the belief in yourself that you already have. It's those days when the heaviness pressing down on your chest steals not just your energy, but your sense of worth. It's what leaves you spinning as you stare at the blank page, the screen, or the camera, even when nothing's moving. No progress, no applause, and no guarantee that you're even on the right path. And maybe that causes you to stall, but don't make the mistake that too many of us do, myself included, and call that laziness or a lack of vision, because it's neither of those. It's the voice of comfort asking, who do you think you are? What makes you believe you can pull this off? Why would anyone follow you? That voice shows up exactly on cue, when bills are due, when sleep runs short, when you've given your best and the world stays silent. It feeds on those quiet moments, on the spaces between effort and proof. I have those days, and lately, far too often, when I tell myself I'm just tired. But it isn't fatigue. It's doubt taking over the lease in my head. Because when you can't see progress, you start to think it's not there, that it will never be your turn. The challenge then is to just hold on, to cut out the noise and show up and do the work. And take a lesson from me. Don't travel down the road of trying to buy certainty, courses, programs, anything that promises quick or instant transformation. The swipe of your card won't fix the ache. No one out there has the map that will keep you from losing or winning. Even if you're desperate, like I was, to reinvent yourself, to escape a life that feels like it's closing in on you, you're the one who holds the key. You always have. Because the hardest lesson to learn is that not everyone who preaches growth is interested in yours. Stop looking for answers in people selling them. Instead, start asking what would happen if you just kept showing up for yourself. Not perfectly, not with some 10-step plan, just every day with the promise to give it your all. Even on those hard days, the ones you think you can't survive, show up with the belief your work matters. I have a belief that a story can reach someone who needs it. That maybe impact isn't measured by views or profit, but by someone choosing not to give up today because they heard a line that made them feel seen. Yet even with that belief, I'd be lying if I said I don't think about quitting, about going back to what I hate, because at least the paychecks are steady. But in those lowest moments of lows, that's when you remind yourself of what that kind of life costs, how it empties you slowly until you forget why you ever wanted more. So stay. Stay in the tension between not yet and don't stop. Hold your ground in the small victories that don't look like much, but mean everything. Some days it might seem like it, but I will tell you that survival isn't luck. It's persistence. It's discipline. It's holding on to that belief in yourself that says, I will find a way. Even when you don't see the way. Even when the way feels impossible. Because the word impossible says it all. Possible. And that's when you understand that starting over isn't the hardest part of all. The hardest part is believing the story you're writing still matters, even when no one's watching, when no one's cheering you on. Let that belief propel you to the finish line.